Latest in the alleged suicide of TV actor Pratyusha Banerjee, the police has detained her boyfriend Rahul Raj Singh. He's being questioned by the Mumbai Police at an undisclosed location. Pratyusha Banerjee, best known for her role as Anandi in Balika Vadhu, allegedly committed suicide on Friday evening. Pratyusha's parents have now reached Mumbai and will be completing formalities for her post-mortem. The popular actor reportedly hung herself from a ceiling fan at her residence last evening. According to reports, Pratyusha's boyfriend Rahul found her hanging. He rushed her to Kokilaben Hospital where she was pronounced dead. The Mumbai Police has so far questioned Pratyusha's friends and family. The police searched Pratyusha's Goregaon residence where she allegedly hung herself from a ceiling fan. They also are looking at her call records. No suicide note has been recovered till now. Her body has been shifted to Siddharth Hospital for the post-mortem. Let's get a word from our entertainment editor Siddharth Hussain, who's with us live from Mumbai. Siddharth, we're being told that Rahul is being questioned by the police at an undisclosed location. Rahul and Pratyusha, of course, also starred together in a reality TV show. इन लोगों की chemistry कैसी थी और इन दोनों के pairing का response कैसा था इस पूरे सीरीज में?
देखिए सिमी, ये राहुल को जो है वो डिटेन किया गया। उसके बाद अभी ये खबर आई है कि राहुल को जहां सिद्धार्थ हॉस्पिटल जहां पर पोस्टमार्टम हो रहा है वहां पर ले जाया गया है और जाहिर है वो भी बहुत दुखी हैं और जो देखने वालों का नजरिया उनका ये कहना है। और जहां तक रहा इनकी केमिस्ट्री का सवाल, तो जाहिर है इनकी केमिस्ट्री बहुत अच्छी थी जो दिखने में नजर आती थी, मगर बिल्डिंग के इर्द गिर्द के लोग और जो वॉचमैन है और उसके अलावा जो दोस्त अहबाब है उनका कहना यह है कि काफी झगड़े होते थे इनके बीच में और वो झगड़े कई बार जो है वो वजह बन जाते थे तनाव की और उस तनाव की वजह से डिस्टर्बेंस रहता था। और इसमें कोई शक नहीं है कि प्रत्युषा एक एक्ट्रेस हैं, वो उनको मेंटल टोल भी उसका जरूर पड़ता होगा।
और सिद्धार्थ, इसके अलावा कि ये एक रिलेशनशिप में थे प्रत्युषा के साथ, हम क्या जानते हैं इनके बारे में?
देखिए, प्रत्युषा जो है वो जब आई थी बहुत कम उम्र में आई थी, जैसे कि हम सब जानते हैं। बहुत ज्यादा सफलता उन्होंने टेलीविजन पे प्राप्त की, मगर टेलीविजन एक ऐसा माध्यम है जहां पे जितनी जल्दी सफलता मिलती है, जब तक आपका शो चल रहा है तब तक आप चल रहे हैं, जैसे ही शो खत्म आप खत्म। और यही फर्क है टेलीविजन के एक्टर में और फिल्म एक्टर में। और इसीलिए ज्यादातर जो टेलीविजन एक्टर हैं वो कितनी भी पॉपुलर क्यों ना हो, आप देखिए कई बार बहुत सारे टेलीविजन एक्टर्स फिल्म में काम करने की ख्वाहिश रखते हैं, इसीलिए वो छोटे रोल में भी फिल्म में नजर आ जाते हैं, भले ही उन्होंने बहुत बड़ा किरदार निभाया हो छोटे पर्दे पर। तो ये सारी वजहें जो हैं, इनके साथ भी यही कुछ हुआ। ये चाहती नहीं फिल्मों में काम करना, वो सफलता इनको फिल्मों में नहीं मिली। इन्होंने कोशिश भी की थी कुछ फिल्मों में। मेरे कुछ दोस्त अहबाब हैं जो जर्नलिस्ट हैं, उनका ये बताना, उन्होंने ये बताया कि इनको काफी इन्होंने कोशिश की थी फिल्मों में आने की।
काफी कोशिश की थी फिल्मों में आने की। रियलिटी टीवी शो में इन्होंने अपना काफी एक तरह से मार्क छोड़ा था। सिद्धार्थ, आप हमको बताएंगे कि ये झलक दिखलाजा में आई थी, बिग बॉस में आई थी, फिर ये एक जोड़ी वाले शो में भी आई थी। व्यूअर्स का क्या रिस्पॉन्स रहा था, रेटिंग्स कैसी रही थी?
देखिए, रियलिटी शोज जो हैं उसमें एक एक्टर को श्रेय नहीं दे सकते हैं रेटिंग का। शो के जरिए एक्टर पॉपुलर होता है, ना कि एक्टर के जरिए शो पॉपुलर होता है। मगर उसमें क्योंकि सिर्फ ये कोई एक अकेली एक्टर नहीं होते हैं, बहुत सारे एक्टर्स होते हैं और इसी तरह कोलाज एक्टर्स का क्रिएट किया जाता है ताकि व्यूअर के मन में इनके प्रति एक क्यूरियोसिटी पैदा हो, जिस वजह से वो शो देखे। और तो इनके जो शोज थे वो जरूर पॉपुलर रहे हैं, लेकिन जो रियलिटी शोज होते हैं कहीं ना कहीं वो जब खत्म होते हैं तो ऐसा कम देखा गया है कि किसी एक्टर को उससे बहुत ज्यादा फायदा हुआ। अगर परसेंटेज की बात करें तो वो परसेंटेज काफी कम है।
और सिद्धार्थ, मेरा असल में आपसे सवाल ये था कि रियलिटी टीवी शोज में यूजुअली वोटिंग वगैरह होती है, वोटिंग करके ये व्यूअर्स से भी अपील करते हैं कि इनको वोट करें, इस नंबर पे डायल करें और इनको वोट करें। उनके जो को स्टार्स होते हैं, को एक्टर्स होते हैं, वो भी उनको वोट करते हैं। तो उनको कितना सपोर्ट रहा जिन कॉम्पिटिशंस में आई, जिन रियलिटी टीवी शोज में, उसमें फाइनल्स तक पहुंची? क्या कोई रियलिटी टीवी शो कॉन्टेस्ट जो है ये जीती थी? Police sources saying 2 mobile phones have been seized from Pratyusha's apartment outside Carnival Mall. They had an altercation yesterday. We still don't know what this altercation is all about. Pratyusha had reportedly withdrawn money from Rahul's account without his knowledge, is what sources are telling us. All right, very sketchy details emerging. We still don't know for sure what's the kind of information that the police is leaking from its investigations. What we're being told is that 2 mobile phones have been recovered from her apartment. We're also being told that mobile footage of Rahul and Pratyusha having an argument outside a mall has been found. The two were reportedly having an argument because Pratyusha had allegedly withdrawn money from Rahul's account without his knowledge. We have our correspondent Vidya who's with us on the phone line. Vidya, can you shed more light on these developments that are being reported? Are you here? Are you picking this up from the police?
There have been many aspects on which the questioning of Rahul is actually happening. But certainly there are quite a few on that remain, that the fact that was there anything that he had done to incite her to commit this entire, take this entire action. That's one of the reasons why Mumbai Police really needs to find out from him as to what had happened just prior to the incident, whether they had a fight, because according to the society people here, they have said that there was a fight that had happened just 2 days back, that is a night before the incident where Pratyusha took her life. But certainly, these aspects need to be corroborated with what Rahul is saying. Apart from that, the fact that, they had an altercation, yes, it is true that they had an altercation, but where they had an altercation is something that has not been confirmed as yet by police. They are saying that it was at a mall, but which mall, where was it? That is something that Mumbai Police really needs to find out. Also, we spoke to the security in charge in the society and the mall area, which is right outside Pratyusha's mall. Pratyusha's residence, the mall which is there, we spoke to the security in charge, and he said that there have been quite a few fights, but none of them were captured on CCTV except for one, which happened about a month or two back, where it was a lady with whom Pratyusha had a fight. The other lady almost threatened Pratyusha with life, and during that entire altercation which had happened, it had grown up to such a level that the security in charge had to really call the Mumbai Police, and they registered a case against all this in this entire incident. So certainly there have been quite a few violent altercations that the entire society has been, privy to. But Mumbai Police really needs to find out exactly as to where is this all altercations leading to, and whether this was the cause of her death.
Vidya, you're making a very important point that the Mumbai Police is investigating all aspects. There have been some public arguments that the actor may have had with some colleagues or her boyfriend. Of course, that doesn't really prove anything. The police, we're being told, is questioning Rahul at an undisclosed location in Mumbai. Vidya, we're also being told that her colleagues, actors, people on the set that she was working on, and people who lived in her building are to be quizzed by the police.
Well, this certainly will be questioned. In fact, another person that we just spoke to, who is an actor, who has been on quite a few serials, that he didn't want to be on camera talking about this entire issue. But off the camera, he said that I can't really say that I was I had seen any incident of fighting between the two, but they did not seem like a happy couple. And that's quite a statement, because the two of them were living together, but as the society people have been saying that they had a huge fight. They used to fight quite a bit. Almost violent reactions from each of them. Well, certainly goes on quite a bit to say about this entire incident and the background of it. But Mumbai Police has to, just find out if this was the reason why Pratyusha really took her life.
Right, and Vidya, we're also being told that her post-mortem is being conducted at a local hospital.
Well, it certainly is. It is the hospital is quite next to the house where Pratyusha used to stay, and the Siddharth hospital is quite nearby, and that's where the entire postmortem is being conducted. The family is there. Pratyusha's parents they have given a go-ahead, and thus the entire the postmortem procedure has started, and it will be completed in the next couple of hours, is what we are being told.
All right, Vidya, thanks so much for that update. Vidya is also getting us this reaction from Sandeep, who is a security guard in charge of the society where Pratyusha used to stay. Take a look.
तो कल की अगर हम इंसिडेंट की बात करें तो किसी तरह का यहाँ पे जैसे
कहा जा रहा है कि राहुल आया, उसके पास चाबी नहीं थी, वो अंदर गया। क्या आप लोग ने ये सब सीसीटीवी कैमरा में देखा है?
नहीं, हमको कुछ भी अब भी देखा सीसी कैमरे में। हमने अब भी चेक किया, जब रात में चेक किया जब भी मालूम पड़ा। जब हमको यहाँ पे पुलिस आई, जैसे उसको लेके गया राहुल, जैसा कोकिला वैन में एडमिट करने के बाद जो पुलिस कॉल किया गया, पुलिस यहाँ पे आने के बाद हम लोग ने देखा, तब हमको सब मालूम पड़ा।
तो यहाँ पर जब लेके जा रहे थे तो कोई चाबी वाला आया था उसके साथ, तो राहुल के साथ वो चाबी वाला ही था, तो क्या उससे दरवाजा खुला था?
नहीं खुला था दरवाजा, क्योंकि उसमें 2 लॉक है, एक लॉक चाबी वाला है, एक विदाउट चाबी वाला, जो अंदर से ही लॉक हो सकता है, बाहर से खुलेगा नहीं। अच्छा। तो उसके लिए वो पीछे एक लड़का गया, उसने खोला और उसके बाद हम लोग चले।
ये कौन सा लड़का था जो
बाजू के फ्लैट में कुछ खाना बनाने वाला लड़का, शायद जो एक लड़का रहता उसका खाना बनाता हो।
तो ये उसके बाद फिर जब वो प्रत्युषा को ले जा रहे थे, क्या वो उसमें दिख रही है क्या सीसीटीवी में? वो
कैमरे दिख रही, और किसी कैमरे दिख रही है पूरी बेहोश की हालत में, और उसका मुंह में हवा दे रहा था शायद, मतलब वही जो लड़का, जो क्या नाम है, राहुल। हाँ।
तो आपने ये पूरे सीसीटीवी कैमरा में देखा है, उसमें कोई मारपीट के कोई निशान थे?
अभी सीसी कैमरे में कुछ भी नहीं देखा, खाली सिर्फ थोड़ा सा लाइटली ब्लैक टाइप दिखता है गले की तरफ, बस बाकी कुछ दिखता नहीं।
तो ये सारा सीसीटीवी फुटेज आपने पुलिस को दे दिया?
हाँ, दे दिया, अभी ऑलरेडी दे दिया,
सारा लेके गई है पुलिस। इसकी और कोई कॉपी है आपके पास?
वो तो मिलेगा, अपने मॉनिटर में हम लोग भी रखे, क्योंकि अगर कुछ होता है तो आपको भी दिया जाएगा, ऐसा कोई नहीं है।
The police is investigating all possible angles that may have led to this alleged suicide. We're being joined by the Gangana Suryavanshi, Pratyusha's co-actor on several shows. Thanks so much for speaking to India Today, the Gangana. What was your reaction when you heard the news first?
I'm extremely shocked. It's really hard for me to believe somebody like Pratyusha, who's been so strong all these years, and I don't know. I mean, I was like, is this the truth that she's actually committed suicide? It's really hard for me to believe. I was really devastated. I don't know. I was disappointed. I was stressed. I was still trying to let that fact sink in that I could never see her ever again. It really turned me down.
And Digangana, I believe you worked with Pratyusha on a reality TV show. What's the kind of person? How would you describe her as a person?
As far as I know, Pratyusha, she has always been a very strong person. Everything that she's ever come across in her life, she's always taken a stand for herself. She's always made decisions for herself. She's been living here alone for a very long time. So for me to believe that someone who's been so strong all these years, somebody who's taken her own decisions, somebody who's so chirpy, she'd go around, meet everyone. Not that she never had friends, she had a good group of friends, and there was this time she suddenly kind of disconnected with everyone, so she wasn't really in touch with most people, and then suddenly I hear this, so it's really devastating. It's really devastating.
So, Digangana, you're saying that she's somebody who moved around in a big group of friends, but of late she sort of disconnected from everyone?
Yeah, there was this time she was like, you'd call her, you'd text her, she'd be really on the toes, like, yeah, let's meet, and yeah, you're here, you're there, kind of stuff. But in the past, I think about a year and a half, we've never really been into like great touch. We've just met maybe into events or awards or places that you kind of meet most of the people. So I have always seen her like come, meet people and just leave. She's not really been like a part of every single thing. So yeah, she kind of like, as far as connecting with people like very personally was concerned, she was kind of off.
And Digangana, how was Pratyusha doing professionally?
I think professionally she was great. She had things going. She had that time that she could literally pick stuff. Like she had that. She wasn't in a state that whatever she was offered, she was kind of taking up. She made her choices. She's done stuff that she wanted to do. And I'm sure, especially this industry, you can't really keep going every single day. There is a time you work. There is a time you don't work. Sometimes you hold back for good work. But that does not mean that you kind of. She's had a very good career. She's made her mark, she's done everything, and it's not like she's a person that just because I don't have work, I would probably do this to myself.
You're right. But, you know, Digangana, we're being told that she made a spectacular debut as Anandi in Balika Vadhu. After that, she worked in a couple of reality TV shows. Was she currently working on any project?
Last, I think she was doing a couple of cameos in a lot of shows. Excuse me. Yeah, so she was doing a couple of cameos. She was like into little minor experiences, and I think she kind of enjoyed it. She wanted to do that kind of stuff. Like the last time I spoke to her, she was like, I don't want to get stuck with something that goes on for too long. So I was like, okay, maybe that's the kind of track you're at right now. But it wasn't that I'm so devastated or I'm jobless or I don't really have work, so I would probably do this to myself because I'm so frustrated out of work. It's really hard to believe that someone who's had such an amazing career and somebody who had work even when most people weren't working. Like, you know, there's a time when you do a hit show and the show goes down. There is a certain time you probably don't work, but that's very much the cycle of this industry. You know, you don't really give up so early, especially a person like her. So.
Right, and you know, Dingangana, were there any health concerns? Because we've been reading articles which claim that she'd bowed out of a reality TV show owing to some personal health problems and also because her mother was not too well.
Well, honestly, she's never really spoken about her personal life in terms of what she was doing on her health grounds. She's never really spoken about if something's wrong in the family or she's not doing right or she's not well. Most of the time she'd say, I'm not feeling well, so I'm not coming, or I'm not really feeling right, so I can't be there, I'll come for a little while. But she's never really enhanced her personal problems so much.
All right, and Dingangana, when you're saying that a lot of times actors have a lot of work on their hands, it becomes difficult to even breathe. What's the kind of work schedule that we're talking about here?
I'm sorry, what?
What's the kind of work schedules that we're talking about here as far as people on daily soap operas go?
See, if you're working every single day, you're very much occupied for like 14 hours, 15 hours, you travel, you don't really have that much time for yourself, your family, you're really occupied for that much time. When you're not really doing a daily soap, you have a lot of time that you can give to yourself. There's a lot of time you will want to, she's done a reality, she's done a couple of reality shows. I'm sure she wanted to explore as an artist, like do different stuff, and she was kind of doing good. I think she's done about 2-3 shows and about 2-3 reality, which is quite a good work.
Right, you know, Dingangana, you've known Pratyusha closely. You worked on shows together. Both of you are actors. Pratyusha, of course, you're telling us had a hectic career. What's the kind of lifestyle that is possible for people who are working for 15 hours a day? We're also being told that mostly you don't even get a day off during the week. Is there a sense that you feel burnt out after a couple of years?
You know, as far as it's always an exhausting time frame because you're working for that many hours. But I think as far as work is concerned, and if you're really workaholic, you kind of really want to work. Everything else kind of just falls at place because you're really willing to work for that many hours. And when you need that sort of a break, excuse me, and when you need that sort of a break, you are always probably you manage your shifts, you get slight break on the sets, but that is very much manageable. And there's a time when you can kind of work for 12 hours and give yourself another set of 12 hours. I don't think anybody who's working in TV can kind of get that exhausted with work because we're very much used to this kind of a routine, which is not a problem.
All right, Dingangana Suryavanshi, thank you so much for speaking to India Today. That was Dingangana, who had worked earlier with Pratyusha on a reality TV show, describing to us the kind of lifestyle, the hectic lifestyle that TV stars live with. We're going to keep tracking developments on this story, also trying to connect with her friends and family and trying to get their reaction. Let's also get a word from Shilpa Ratnam, our correspondent who's with us live this afternoon. Shilpa, take us through reactions that you're picking up from the industry.
Well, right now I'm outside the hospital where she's at. That's the BMC hospital in Goregaon West. Her parents and her boyfriend Rahul Raj Singh have been taken by the police, and as we speak, their statements are being recorded currently. 2 cell phones, 2 mobile phones have been seized by the police. A lot of our friends from the television industry, and to name a few, Ratan Raj Singh, Sarah Khan, Dolly Bindra. These are some people who've been asking questions such as, where was her boyfriend Rahul last night? Why did he disappear? And most importantly, why did he take off with her cell phone? This is a question that many of our friends have raised, and right now his statement is being recorded. Though reports are saying that this is an alleged suicide, a lot of friends have said, have come on camera to say that she seemed very happy and there was no reason for her to commit suicide, and a lot of suspicions are being cast on whether it is a suicide or not. Again, let me repeat that these are her friends who've come on camera to talk about this, and also we've learned that a lehenga of hers was being prepared by designer Rohit Verma for an impending wedding. So these are the developments in her life. Pratyusha Banerjee, of course, a hugely popular television actress, most well known for her role in Anandi, had a popular stint with the television show Big Boss as well. Of late, she had been doing cameos in a lot of TV shows,
Right.
which I'm told is equally as successful as having a lead role in them. So Pratyusha
Right.
Banerjee, her career going well, and she's also been portrayed as a happy-go-lucky, cheerful girl. Her death, a shocking tragedy, shocking news to her co-actors
Right.
and her fans who gathered in large numbers outside the hospital. Everybody's waiting for an
All
update
right.
right now. And like I said, her parents are inside, her boyfriend's inside, and the
All
statements
right.
are being recorded by the police.
All
Back to
right,
you.
Shilpa. Thanks so much for that update. Shilpa there telling us that Pratyusha's parents and boyfriend being questioned by the police. We'll continue tracking developments on this story. A quick break here. Coming up next, our special weekend programming on transgenders. The show is called In Between. Do stay with us.